Sarah Crossman Sullivan is a special education lawyer and advocate, so you work in this realm every day. What frustrates you most about this story?
What frustrates me the most is faking disabilities to get an edge in the system. It is not only a tragedy for our college-based system, but also for children beginning in pre-K and going all the way up through 12th grade and far beyond. Children with learning disabilities and their parents are struggling every day just to get basic accommodations that they are legally and ethically and morally entitled to receive. But now when others have faked a disability and faked the need for those accommodations, we're penalizing the people who need them the most.
This is a headline because there are Hollywood actresses involved in this greater plot. But this is just not a Hollywood story. These are the kinds of things that could be happening all around us. And you say it creates a legacy impact.
Absolutely, because it's never just one child, one parent. These kind of decisions impact future generations going forward. And so we've got to decide what we're going to do with this. First of all, we need to understand this is not just a collegiate admissions office issue. It's an issue for all of us. It's a human issue. What are we going to do to bridge this divide? And one way we can do it is think about what we're doing in pre-K and early education initiatives to provide broader access to superior education initiatives for all, and then move that through the entire chain so that by the time kids get to facing a college decision, they're not thinking my only hope is to get into an elite institution. There are ample ways to find great success in college.
Because the divide starts very early. People with means, with wealth, with connections get access to better schools right at the get-go at preschool.
It's true, but where they also get access is then when they get out of college. We've got to decide within ourselves, am I going to be the CEO who only hires people from certain colleges? Or am I going to broaden my net? Instead of Harvard U, what if I look at some HBUs? Determine that there is a greater dearth and wealth of people to connect with, hire, and pull up along with me. That's the kind of bridge building that can happen from this if we want to do it.
The solution will start there. When you see people's reaction, it's one of two things: surprise or divide.
You know, it's interesting. I think actually the surprise is the divide. If you are a person of color, if you are a person living in an area of poverty, if you are an individual with a disability, you're not surprised by this. If you are a person who is shocked because you haven't experienced anything like this, you may be thinking, I don't know what to do. But there is the opportunity for all of us to make change, to decide right now that we're going to do things together to begin leveling the playing field. But that means we have to have some honest conversations. I, as a parent, have to think about, when am I going to determine what my draw the line moment is? That draw the line moment of integrity. I want the best for my child, but it's got to be the best for my child. Not my dream, not my hope for my child. What is the best thing for my child to have a meaningful, wonderful, robust life that they want?
A lot of people are talking about this shows the pressure on parents. What do you say about that? Because you work with parents every day that are under tremendous pressure for a lot of different reasons. I mean, these are parents that have wealth and connection and means, and they're not worried about the next meal or the next opportunity. The pressure that we're talking about is the pressure to look perfect.
Brilliant. That's what it is, and we can all relate to it because it's that perfection shield that we all put up on social media. We have this notion that everything has to be perfect right now where we are and 10 steps ahead. And so there's that constant worry, not for ourselves, not just for ourselves, but for our kids as well. To be completely candid, I've got a high school senior right now. I'm in the midst of this process. I know the pain, but I constantly joke he's a boy that I sort of wish I could wear a t-shirt on social media that says, he got into Sarah's School for Wayward Boys. We've got to support more than just those few elite schools and realize there are a sundry of phenomenal opportunities for these kids. There is a place for them. We've just got to do a better job of enabling everybody to have a place. Everybody to have that, not just the seat at the table, but the seat in the classroom.
What's the greatest damage that a scheme like this, a cheating scheme like this, does for other students?
I think the greatest damage is that it makes people lose hope. It makes people who think they didn't have a chance to begin with now receive a false affirmation that, yeah, I thought I could never get in, and see, there's proof. I never am going to get in. I want them to know they are going to get in, and there are countless resources and people who are going to be there for them, not just in the collegiate admissions process, but all the way through. And we can work together in community and in broader spaces to aid these kids to success.
Puts a spotlight on a much bigger conversation that we need to have. Sarah, thank you so much.
Thank you.